All right, we're here at Frogtown 24. I'm here with Mr. Nelson Chanady. I know a lot of our English followers or watchers are going to see this and remember Nelson. Spent many years in the UK. But before we talk about that, Nelson, it's great to see you racing again. How did you get back into it?
John Hudlin and Bonnie Hudlin, they're from South Florida. They used to race for SC, and Bonnie still races, and she's winning races. And John, I guess, persuaded. John also races, and I messaged him last year, and he called me right away and said, "Let's go." So yeah, that was the push I needed, I guess.
Yeah, you have a very, you know, you was only in BMX a short time, but you definitely won a lot of stuff. You know, coming from England, we watched a lot of the Jag World Championships, the Tropicana Hotel. Obviously, you won the 17 and over, I think you won there. Battled with Richie Anderson in the Trophy Dash. And then you went on to, you know, a good pro career. You came out to England. Tell us a little bit about maybe those first couple World Championships you won as an amateur, and then maybe we'll talk a little bit about England and the Kellogg's.
Just another race. The Dayton, Ohio IBMXF race was the big one in '82, and I won the expert and lined up for the Trophy Dash, and that was great. I was getting good starts, and I had no idea, you know, I had no idea that the winners would race for a Trophy Dash or a dash for the overall champ. That was cool.
Yeah, yeah, and then, you know, when the Kellogg's came, you was one of the American pros that came out. I think it was about eight of you guys that came out the first year in '84. Andy Patterson, Greg Hill, Clint Miller. You know, everybody in England in my era, we all watched you guys on TV. I was at a couple of the Kellogg's races myself. Tell us a little bit about the Kellogg's and how it was to win the overall.
That was great. I loved the tracks. I loved the weather conditions. It was probably my best performance as a B pro or first year pro against UK and American pros, and the 7-race series was great. I think I won one of the 7, and just top 5, and again, unexpected. But I loved racing in Europe. It didn't matter if it was raining or cloudy or it was just, I felt at home. And with the people.
You actually based yourself in Nottingham, not too far from me, just outside where I live. You was with the Nequest's Bunny's Bike Shop, which was my GT sponsor, and you was around for a while. You hit up a couple UK nationals during the Kellogg's period, '84, '85. Tell us about some of the guys racing with Tim March, Andy Ruffle, Geoff Shooter. What's your thoughts on them? Anthony Sewell was out as well racing. Tell us a little bit about that time and battling with the English pros.
Just like another national in the U.S. or anywhere. It was great racing those guys. I love watching the videos, how well those races are documented, thanks to people like you and Ruffle, I guess.
Yeah, yeah, Andy's posts a lot, yeah.
And it was just great, man. I loved it. I should have stayed there, you know, because I just enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, and for the ones that maybe don't know, tell us what you're up to now, where you live. How's your life these days? I know you're a busy grandpa, you was telling me yesterday. Yeah,
3 days a week. Babysit William, he's 4.5, and I live in a small town in Baker City, Oregon for the last 7 years. Before that, I lived in Boise, Idaho for about 10 years. And moved out there in '03 to get away from the city lifestyle. And we got the motorcycling roads and mountains everywhere, and so that's, if I ever moved away, that's what I would miss, because that's my pastime. And yeah, just unfortunately far away from races and the BMX community. Again, you know, Miami, well, I didn't, when I was out of racing, I didn't really make an effort to see everyone. And then Boise, Idaho is in the middle of the country, and so is Baker City, which is only 2 hours from Boise. And so I love coming out here. It's only like an 11-hour drive.
Yeah, right on. It's great to see you. You're looking good on the track. I think Friday you got second, right? And we're getting ready for today's race. Mr. Nelson Chanady, thank you.
And thank you for inspiring us.
Right on. Thanks, Nelson. Cheers.
Cheers.